society. Hey guys, welcome to the video. I hope that you're having a great day. I hope that you guys are having a great weekend. My name is Daniel Albino. Today I will be talking about a topic that I thought I will never be talking about. I thought I never will be talking about Cobra Kai or Star Wars or any sort of those things. But here we are. We are making this video to talk about one of the characters in Cobra Kai that I can't stand. However, this is my opinion and my opinion only. You're entitled to your opinion. This might not be a popular opinion. This may not be something that many people will like, because we're talking about one of the protagonists of Cobra Kai, Samantha LaRusso, or how we call her in the show, Sam. In my honest opinion, I think Sam is the weakest of the characters in all of Cobra Kai. I think Miguel, Tori, and Roby have better stories than her. They're a lot more relatable, at least to me, where I came from nothing and I came to another country to do what I loved, and I came to work my ass off and earn everything that I have. You see Samantha grow into this household now that has everything. A big house, a nice BMW. She has a good dad with a lot of karate skills, a two-time world champion. And to me, that affects her character in the sense that I can relate to her. I relate more to Tori. And Tori, to me, is a much, much better character. You see her humanity. You see that she hates how people misjudge her or judge her in some way. I'm not saying that Tori is a saint. I don't agree with many of the things she has done in the show, but I think that she's a much better written character. In my opinion, Samantha LaRusso really has issues. She is a character that I never thought I would not like a LaRusso. And I'm turning out to, I don't know if I'm the only one in the fandom that feels this way, but I am turning out to like more Johnny Lawrence, Miguel, Robbie, and Tori, even Chris himself, more than I do Daniel LaRusso and Sam LaRusso, because they're a lot like Cobra Kai. They just don't like to admit it. To me, they're very hypocritical. They're very impulsive. They're out of control. Then when their friends are relying on them, like in that fight scene in the, I think it's in the fair or something, that literally Tori calls them out and calls Sam out, and she cowers because of fear. All of this hurts her friends, and you gotta recognize that the idea to fight back was Sam's. So Sam was taking a leadership position to counterattack what Cobra Kai did to them, which I'm not taking sides with Cobra Kai, but in this sense, Samantha put that on herself. And when she finally hit from all the fight, one of the guys gets hurt, gets his arm broken, and you can see that, yeah, it was fear, it was anxiety, it was all of this combined, and we get that. I get that. I suffer from anxiety myself. But she made a decision that put everybody at risk. She made a decision to then run away from the fight, and one of her friends and classmates of the dojo gets completely hurt. There's many other instances where you see that, you know, she and Miguel, they're dating other people, and then all of a sudden they kiss each other. And we can go and defend them. We can go and say, yeah, they're teenagers, they don't know what they're doing. But to be completely honest, as a character, to me, it's one of those things that you're like, man, like that's I can't support her. I am rooting for Tori and Robbie because I want them to have what LaRusso has. I want them to succeed in life. I want them to win a tournament, for crying out loud. I want them to be good individuals. I want them to be better than Chris, than Silver, and even Lawrence and LaRusso. I want those two to be the leaders of the new age of karate or karate, sorry. So when I see, for example, the arc of Tori, where she's already starting to understand that not everything is about fighting, and that sometimes you need to look for help. Or when you see Robbie, that he finally reached out to his dad at the end of season 4. Sorry, spoiler alerts. You start to understand that LaRusso, Sam, and Daniel, they're out in it for revenge. And as much as I dislike the tactics of Cobra Kai and the dojo, I don't think LaRusso or Sam are actually any better than them. I think Daniel has come a long way. I think he's finally understanding that he cannot be a hypocrite anymore, that he has to go on the offense like he probably always has wanted to in the first place. But because of his teachings, he cannot go and attack. I think that finally Daniel is breaking through and is starting to grow on me in Cobra Kai, as opposed to Samantha, which is, she finally acknowledges, yeah, I want to fight. I want to use Eagle Fans karate as much as I want to use Miyagi-Do's. But at the same time, you see that she has a lot of Cobra Kai in her. The same way that Daniel has a lot of Cobra Kai. Remember that Silver reminded Daniel, you have a lot of Cobra Kai in your blood. This is not something that you haven't done before. So the fact that Daniel finally owned up to himself and said, you know what, I want to go to the offense now, it makes a lot of sense to me. He doesn't have to embrace Cobra Kai or their teachings or anything like that, but he's finally being who he wants to be, who he really is, a hothead. He's finally fighting. He's finally understanding that he has to take the fight to Cobra Kai, or else he's going to get his ass kicked. But for some reason, I can't stand Samantha. And I hope that they course correct and Tori becomes even better and acknowledges that what she has done in the past has been completely screwed up. And she tries to reach out to Sam. And I hope that Sam either forgives her and moves on and acknowledges that they're both pretty much the same. They're both fighters. They're both angry. They're both, desiring something that sometimes they can't have, or something that the other person has. Or we turn Samantha to the dark side and we actually make her a Cobra Kai student. We actually turn her like we did with Anakin in Star Wars, and we make her the Dark Lord of the Sith. It's either that, or we acknowledge at the very least that she's a hothead. And I think she has to keep learning from her mistakes for her to grow on me as a character. I think that the direction that Daniel LaRusso is going is the right one. Asking Chosen for help, great. I finally like to see Daniel go on offense. It's great to see that happen. But Samantha, I can't help but feel that she's a crybaby. She's tough. She is a very tough character, but And again, the actress portraying this character has nothing to do with this. I think this is something that they're doing on purpose. I think they're making us understand that every character has their own flaws and their own strengths. I think that Tori is not a great person, but she has gone through a lot. So that makes us understand where she's coming from. The same with Robbie. He's not a nice guy at some points, but then you see what happened with Kenny and you understand that he was trying to do the right thing for this kid, but then somehow he failed. Cobra Kai infected Kenny's mind, and now he's like, holy shit, I did what my dad did to me. And I finally have to realize that my dad is not an evil guy, and my dad is trying, and that is actually trying to do something right. And I think this is where LaRusso comes in. I think LaRusso has to either make amends, finish this rivalry in the angry rivalry between her and Tori. I think they should keep the rivalry as a sportsmanlike rivalry, but not as a I'm gonna kill you rivalry. Or you have to turn her to the dark side. I think the way they explored Daniel LaRusso's dark side in one of the movies and turn him to the Cobra Kai side was a brilliant idea, and I think they should do this with Sam. I think that Sam, either Silver or one of the guys in Cobra Kai has to entice her to maybe keep going that rivalry with Tori. Maybe Sam's mom literally becomes friends with Tori and Sam becomes resentful about it, and that turns her to Cobra Kai so that she can finally get rid of Tori once and for all. And I think it's either way, and I think that's what I'm enjoying, is that I don't necessarily have to like Samantha LaRusso, but I also understand that they're doing this on purpose so that we can talk about it. And that's what we're here for. We're here to talk about different topics. So yeah, if you like the content of this video and you have a different opinion on what you think Samantha LaRusso will go, or where her character will go, or if you like her, if you don't like her, if you like Tori better or Robbie or any of the other characters, make sure to comment down below. And if you like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up, click subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you get any and more of this type of videos. And I will see you soon in the next video.